death.
Well, in that case, welcome back, everybody. We are in the middle of battle in the extra-dimensional workspace here in the Red Hood Thieves Guild. You faced down Lorenzo, who was looking to test an experiment. He had Sophia trapped in a soulsmith crystal and needed Reverie to break the crystal to get Sophia out, which she was successfully able to do. He was just going to say, all right, cool, got the information I need. You guys are free to go, and I'm not going to hurt you. But you guys had different ideas about that. Uh, Sophia left before you guys started throwing some fisticuffs. So why don't we just go ahead and just get back into it then?
All right, because he was an asshole and he deserved it.
Pal. The turn order should still be up. I believe it has not been effed with.
Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The record show is overruled. I'm going to play some battle music and then probably not talk for a little bit because I'm going to go robot, likely.
Come on, arigato.
Yes. How am I? Am I robotic?
There's a robot!
Is it a robot?
Wait, does that make you ID10T? That's not very nice.
I mean, I kind of am ID10T, right? Oh.
What?
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 Huh? What?
Huh? What?
What?
Ah?
Where?
Oh? Ah? Ah?
Fireball.
No! Everybody make a deck save.
At 4th level.
Good luck.
Put that in the last game.
It's only
Lucky
96.
sis.
It's fine.
Okay. How am I sounding?
Yeah,
Good.
now,
Give us time. All right, cool. All right, well, let's jump back into it. So, we are at the top of the order with the invisible stalker that is going to make an attack on Arby because Arby is closest to it.
Because he sucks.
What?
Let's see.
Exactly.
Does a 14 hit the invisible? Does the 14 hit Arby? Oh, you probably need to steal defender.
I don't.
I think it's in her like bonus actions. Arby's stat block is.
What has been noted? Oh, got it.
Fireball.
Hold on, I can find this.
I believe in you. You got this.
Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Oh, all right. I found the stat block.
God, I forgot how bad all of us were, except for Brutus, who is fine, and Reverie,
This
who also is
is
fine.
15.
Okay. All
Dex
right.
save.
Woo, 14 misses.
First attack will miss then.
Woo.
The second attack. Oh. That's the wrong stat block.
Here's a green stat block.
That is going to be a 20 to hit for 10 points of bludgeoning. On Arby.
Oh no. It's okay, Arby's made of light. It's
Is there
fine.
anything I
That's
can
not
do?
how that works.
Light armor, maybe.
He's basically made of ideas, so that's light.
Oh, there's not really anything I can do.
It's okay, you had a good run. We'll get back later.
Narco won't be upset about it.
Narco, he's gone down a couple times. Narco just needs to spend like 20 minutes putting it back together.
Yeah. Yeah, still defender can come back pretty easily. So Arby's taking that?
Yeah.
Okay. Arby disassembles.
Oh no, Arby!
ID10T is going to continue going after Brutus.
You can certainly try.
Two attacks. Brutus, where's your stat block? Both attacks miss. Jade, you're up.
Okay, Jade is still holding on to the professor and is going to reach out and touch Ren.
Hey.
Ren, you're going to get... Mark the spell slot off. Entered it. To get... 9 hit points back.
Woohoo! Not a death save.
And bonus action... I cast a spell, so I cannot cast another spell. So that is... Yep, that's my turn.
What spell did you cast?
Cure wounds.
Yuki? Well, if you had the spell that was a bonus action and a cantrip, you could cast it.
Right, but this was a cure wounds.
Right.
So,
Right.
and I don't have any bonus action healing,
Gotcha.
which was the problem I discovered last time. And I was like, that would be helpful to have that. Perhaps next
Got
time.
that issue a few times.
Eh.
Yep.
That'll bring us to Marcus. Marcus is going to charge right up to ID10T and try to bonk with the loot.
Come on, Alkabong.
Bonk. The 9's not going to do it. And neither will an 11.
Goddammit.
Marcus clearly thrown off his game. Professor.
I mean, been a rough night for Marcus.
A rough night for us.
Yeah, but we're used to this nonsense. Marcus is like, I could be home with my butler and caviar and not know any of this was going on. And now my butler's arrested in your ship.
I'm sorry, friends, who are not in rough shape like some of us are. But we really need to spread some of this out because Linda's not going to stay gone for long. And the professor's eyes just flash bright white. And he sort of throws his arms out to the side. And I'm going to use Balance's Boon
Oh,
to spread out our HP.
Now comes the part where I have to look up my own item again.
We have to do
Okay.
math.
Put the thing in the chat here. So add up the total remaining points of all the allies within range, then divide that total by the number of allies within range, rounding up. The result is a new current remaining hit points for each ally.
cool.
That's wild.
How much is your range? Because Jeffrey's in there too.
30 feet. And I get 4 levels of exhaustion.
Whoa,
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Oh, honey, no.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Alright,
Alan,
so... are you considering Arby, Brutus, and Marcus and Jeffrey
Yes.
to all be
Yes, we're taking their HP too.
Oh,
That's what I
damn,
just heard.
okay.
Marcus and Brutus have the most HP for us.
alright?
Yeah.
Is Arby healable at this point? Like, does he figure into this equation?
Arby, let me look that up again because I forget if just healing
Is
can bring
Only heal with mending? Because Arby does have mending.
I know that Narco can give like a bonus, can do something with her action to bring Arby up, but I don't think it's healing. I think she has to spend some time on him. Like she has to spend her action to do something. I don't know if it's a healing thing. If it's a healing thing, then RB could just stay out of the
Let's see.
aura.
Use a bonus action.
If Mending is cast on the defender, it regains 2d6 hit points.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright.
Okay.
So the healing won't help Arby.
So Arby is, I guess, can't
I
be
guess-
relied on.
He wouldn't be included
Yeah.
in
Okay.
that.
So he's excluded.
Okay.
I
Alright.
kind of think Jeffrey would qualify because Jeffrey is technically a familiar, not an ally. Maybe.
Are familiars considered allies? Magical creatures that serve as companions, aides, and trusted allies.
I
Familiars
would think they would be.
They have hit points.
All right.
I mean, they can issue the help action and in some instances do attacks.
I'll include him.
Cool.
Sir.
I mean, here's the deal. They're going to have 3-4 hit points. They're going to be below the average
Yeah.
anyway, so they're just going to get healed to max.
and Jeffrey's already max.
What does 4 levels of exhaustion do to you, Professor?
I don't know.
Can't be bad.
I can
Hang
look
on.
that up.
I've got it.
I got it. Hit point
Oh.
maximum.
-8 to D20.
I love that. I don't know.
Oh wait, Legacy. No, that's for new stuff. Legacy is hit point maximum halved.
Yeah.
Legacy disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Speed is halved. Disadvantage on ability checks. Oh dear goodness. That's okay. I'll protect you. I got you.
Even if I were to get up to half is still 30 some odd hit points, it's still good.
I have 26 right now. So we need to all get our hit points so that we can.
8, 9. I got him. I see him.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Let God do his work. He likes math.
Everything.
Okay.
He does like.
So everybody, your hit points, your new hit point total is now 31.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
hell
cool.
yeah.
Which is exactly max for me right now. Oops.
Jeffrey drops down to 2. It's not so good for Brutus and for Marcus.
We don't care about them.
Yeah, so what the fuck?
Fuck them. Sorry, dude. You're not Gorak.
Damn.
What's Reverie at?
Let's see. So it would be 31 or half 31 points up to half of your hit point total.
Okay, 31 is under my half. So I'm good to take the 31.
Yeah, same.
Range. Oh no! Sorry. No, not half. No, it is just straight 31.
Cool. Okay, so we just each get 31.
That's your new total.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. We each now have a total of 31 hit points.
New current remaining hit point total of each ally within range, up to that creature's current maximum hit points. So,
So if it went over, you wouldn't get temp HP or anything.
right. So everybody's hit point total is now 31.
Okay.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brutus and Marcus. You definitely helped with that curve.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they did.
For
Brutus,
sure.
just something gets wounded, just like, whew, feel weird. All that grilled cheese, and that just comes and slams on you, Tetsu.
Just got a cramp. Oops.
Ah, I got
Fun.
stitches. Ooh, this place sucks. It's weird. His crystals are weird.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
So Mars is 4 levels of exhaustion. A disability
And
on,
you're vulnerable to psychic damage.
disability on advantage checks, speed halves, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, and your hit point max is halved.
Oh damn.
Professor is 2 levels of exhaustion from straight up death.
Yeah, but how often do you get levels of exhaustion? It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
Let's find
that's-
out. Is
It's
there anything
fine.
else for you, Professor?
he does that, and as his eyes sort of return to normal, he drops to one knee and sort of breathing heavily, and he just sort of says like, "Let's not waste that." And that's it for that turn.
Very good. Brutus, feeling a good amount of his strength actually sapped. He's kind of groans a bit, but he shakes it off. I don't think he quite fully understands what just happened, but he knows he's going after this android. So we got a bunch of... Oh wait, so he's going to first... Okay, so first bash with shield. Pushing the android back. He moves forward. The android takes 5 points of bludgeoning. And Marcus and Professor can both take an attack of opportunity on ID 10T.
Come on, Kabong.
Okay. At disadvantage for me?
Disadvantage for your exhaustion, yeah.
Roll. Oh, I was gonna roll the other thing. Okay, 19 to hit.
19
Nice.
Professor, how do you want to do this?
Yes!
As Brutus knocks ID10T forward, seizing the opportunity, Professor sort of reaches into his jacket pocket and spins around. He hasn't gotten to his fully to his feet, but that sort of spins around with this dagger in sort of a reverse sort of stabbing motion, just slams it right into its chest cavity as it goes by.
Hell yeah.
Sheared metal, the sound of tearing gears start to spring out of this this robot, and it collapses and is motionless. Brutus still has a couple of attacks left. Brutus is going to come around here to where the Mousers are. Going to make a couple more attacks.
Smash them, Brutus. Step on them with your giant feet.
Ultimate match, Brutus.
Woo!
Let's see. Both will hit.
Yay! Things. Oh.
They do have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. So the total is going to be 6 points of damage. Okay. Here. This goes here. Don't need you anymore. And that will be all. That brings us to Reverie.
Do I have, has it been communicated at all where this invisible entity might be?
Yeah, it has been communicated. I think someone was attacking it because it has.
Narco was.
Yeah, Narco was.
Yeah, so you kind of know where it is, but it is invisible, so you can't see it. If you were to try to make an attack roll against it, it would be with disadvantage, but you do have an idea where it's at.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case,
So unconscious is a ninja.
I will cast Ice Knife in its general vicinity.
Okay,
15.
15 does hit.
Yay!
Fantastic. It takes 6 piercing and needs to make a dex save.
6 piercing.
Yes.
Dex save.
Go, Reverie, go. Woo.
The dex save fails. Takes 7 points cold.
Awesome. And I'm going to move to the base of the stairs. Keep me informed of where that thing is, please. And that is my turn.
Ren.
Okay, Ren does not like all these Mousers, so he is going to fire up his, where are you at, baby? I know you're here somewhere. Spirit Guardians!
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah.
Boop. That worked. Their damage is 19.
Okay, so that's a 15 foot?
I know it's been a minute since we've done this, huh? Let me pull it back up. Where's Spirit Guardians? Yeah, 15-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
I don't know what his Spirit Guardians might have looked like before, but now they're just little kittens running around tripping on each other.
Orange kittens.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, you can't really tell oranges from, like, the spiritual wisp, but yeah, you know that's kind of the intent. They're not graceful.
Spirit Guardians. Half enters first nearest first time, makes a wisdom saving throw. Okay. So you want to keep that 19?
Yeah, I'm cool with the 19.
Okay.
Good.
Any bonus actions or movement from you, Ren?
No, I don't want the mice to eat me. And I'm all out of potions. They'll be functional, so no bonus stuff.
Okay. So our Mousers will start off with a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving throw.
The DC 15.
That is a failure. The blue Mousers will. Yes, the blue Mousers will be taking 19 points of whatever kind of damage that is.
It's radiant.
Radiant.
Yep. Hey, I'm still a cleric.
Oh yeah.
I just look like death.
Well, we've got quite a few targets here. So it took Jade down before. They're gonna try to take Jade down again. So
Rude.
I'm so popular tonight.
so they actually need to go into Jade's space in order to attack her. So Narco can actually get an attack of opportunity if she wants.
Get it. Fuck him up, Narco.
Naruto, it's Ben.
Sorry, what?
Naruto can take an attack of opportunity on the Mousers if she wants to.
Sure. Does it have to be with a melee weapon?
No. No, it doesn't, because they have to move into Jade's space in order to attack her. So basically, they're getting a full 5 feet of movement away from you. So you could, I'd say you can use ranged.
Cool. 16 to hit
That hits.
or 16 piercing.
Alright. They will then proceed to try to claw into Jade.
Yeah.
Not going to do it on an 8.
Oh, thank goodness.
Tried to bite.
Just got these hit points back.
17 to hit.
17 will miss.
Alright. Mousers fail to latch on. The red Mousers will
Save.
make a save first. They don't.
19 damage.
They are also going to try to latch on to Jade once more. Brutus is going to get an attack of opportunity.
Hey!
Come on, Brutus, get him.
Brutus hits.
Hey, smush them with your feet.
Damage. And then Mausers try again to clamp on the Jade with claws. Again, not going to do it on an 8. Try to bite. Not going to do it on a 7.
Yay!
You're up.
Let's fucking go.
Love it.
All right, I think Yuki's gonna feel some of her energy come back, kind of a second wind. She thinks she has no idea what happened. So she's gonna kind of stretch and crack her neck. Okay, I've had enough of this. Boop, 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 and she is going to attack the blue mouser first.
You need to get one space closer to them because they're literally in
Oh.
Jade space.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yep.
Alright. So we're gonna start with that. So we're gonna do some motherfucking skippity baps.
Don't forget that you popped your gauntlet.
Yeah. Oh no, I
I
know.
don't know if that does anything for you, but
I get an extra D6 for damage, and I can use 15 feet. 15 feet, 10 feet, whatever. It can like reach out and get somebody feet away. But we're just gonna mobile the fuck out and just kind of start doing some Yuki bullshit.
do it.
All right. So first attack. That is a 13 plus 9.
Hits.
Okay, that's 1d8. That is 6, 7, 8, and then extra d6. It's 8. What did I say? There's 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage on that one.
Okay.
And second attack. Oof, that's not as great. That's only it was a 10. But then I remembered I have a plus 9, so that's 19.
That hits.
Okay. Alright, so that is a 4, 10 plus 14, another 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And we need to get this motherfucker off Jade, so we're gonna burn a key point and we're gonna do 2 more attacks.
Okay.
That is a 13.
13 will miss.
Fuck. Okay. That is a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Hey.
That is a 4 plus 6 is 10. 13 points of damage.
Alright.
Motherfucker! That was action, bonus action, movement. I don't think I can do anything else. We're gonna mobile the fuck out. And that's unfortunately, sorry Jade, try to get them all off of you, but that's Yuki's turn.
The red mousers are going to get an attack of opportunity on you.
They're also in my space, so they're on top of me as well.
Oh, I didn't realize they were on top of
They're
you as
both
well.
on. They're both
Okay.
on top of me. Joe just has them like split apart so that we can see.
Oh, okay. I
They're
didn't
both on
realize
top.
that. I didn't realize that, so I'll stay here then.
Okay.
I don't want to take an attack of opportunity. I'll stay here and try to maybe keep the pressure on them. I don't know.
Okay.
'Kay.
That will bring us to Narco, who still has C invisibility active, so Narco can see the invisible stalker.
Oh, fantastic. Let's shoot it.
Okay.
Do it.
With sharpshooter,
Okay.
because why not? I'm gonna guess 10 doesn't work.
10 will miss.
Narco used her amulets? I don't know if I've remembered that.
I don't know if she's used all the charges or not.
Definitely didn't use her amulet last session, and she didn't have to use it the session previously, so she should have her amulet.
Yeah, it should be full as far as I know.
Amulet would get that up to a 16.
Sure, let's do that.
A 16 will hit.
Yes.
Fantastic. Take
Yeah.
18
an
points.
absolute garbage roll of damage. But it's still 18 points.
Yep.
Does Narco get 2 attacks?
I feel like she does.
She just does a lot of damage.
She does. Let's do it again.
All right.
No.
A 9 will miss, unfortunately.
9 misses.
2 charges on the thing?
I don't know
Right?
how many charges she's got.
I love the
Should
little-
be in her, should be in her inventory.
It does have 2 charges.
How about that?
Cool. I'll use the second one.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So that's another 27. Narco also has a bonus action available. Now, normally she would take that to command Arby, but since Arby is down, then you have that bonus action available for other things. To be honest, I don't know what else Narco has for a bonus action because that's all I've ever really seen.
No, that's it for this turn.
Okay. Stalker got its ass handed to it. It's going to come around. It's going to come around to Narco.
Save.
Okay. Narco's just gonna yell out that it's moving and keep her gun trained on it.
Also, wisdom save.
Locked into the Spirit Guardian blender.
Wisdom save. That is a success.
That's okay. It takes half of 19. That's 9. I'll live with that.
Radiant damage, so.
And it's radiant damage. Don't know if that makes a difference.
It does not. Will
Okay,
make-
still 9.
Try to make some attacks against Narco. Not
Good
going to
little
do it on a
butt.
9. I believe a 15 also misses Narco.
Yes, Narco's armor class is a 21.
Yeah,
Alright.
that
Hell
makes
yeah.
more sense.
Jade, you're up.
Okay.
My bad guys can't roll for shit tonight.
Good. Let's try to force. Let's try to get one of these Mausers off of me. So let's see. Do I have any worthwhile bonus action spells to do? So I'm going to use my action to the not wedding ring that I'm wearing from Narco will glow blue, and I'm going to regain a spell slot. And then I'm going to immediately use that spell slot just as my bonus action to cast a spiritual weapon. And that spiritual weapon is going to pop out right next to me as Eclipse pulls itself from the void. Who's right here? Come to me, Eclipse. Woohoo. And we're going to try to attack these Mausers.
Sure.
So I only get
Yeah.
one attack. Can make a melee weapon attack. Yes, I can make the attack as I cast it. So why am I pulling that one? I need this one. 18 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. Then it's gonna take 8 points of force damage.
That is enough to make these Mausers drop and fall motionless.
Hell yeah.
So those Mausers are gone.
I'll just go ahead and get them out of the melee there.
Thank you. And That is all I can do.
Alrighty. Marcus can't see the invisible guy. Sees that Jade is being harassed by Mausers. He's going to come up. He still wants to hit his loot. Stalker will get an attack of opportunity. Scores a critical hit.
Oh. Bruce is about to lose his job.
Wait, I'm sorry, what scores a critical hit?
The Stalker.
The Stalker does not, because I use my reaction, I'll use my last charge of my Guardian Emblem
Alright.
to protect Marcus.
So Marcus does take.
Sorry, I thought Marcus got the critical hit, and I was super excited for half a second.
But he will try to loot these Mausers. Two hits.
Nice.
Good job, Marcus.
Oh, yeah, Marcus. 7 points total.
Yeah. Don't take Marcus's hit points.
Wait.
Those.
Nope, it's more than that. Hang on.
Hit him. Hit that.
Instead of 7 bludgeoning and 16 thunder,
Oh.
which you
Good
find
job,
that
Kabal.
these Mausers are actually vulnerable to thunder, as the vibrations of Marcus's loot strums through these mechanical beings. You see that they literally fall apart, kind of like just in pieces and parts, and they're completely wiped out.
Yeah!
Oh,
Marcus!
hell yeah, Narcus.
Yeah, that is
Hell yeah, Marcus!
40 points of damage that he just did to these
Woo!
things. They are
Wow.
gone
Damn.
Well done, dude.
because of vulnerability. So as he bashes these Mausers off of you, Jade, he looks at you and says, "Are you okay?"
I've been better. Thank you.
Yeah, same. You're welcome. Professor.
Professor's gonna look to Naruko and he's gonna yell out, "Where's the invisible monster?"
Right in front of me, and she'll gesture right here.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Arby doesn't do death saves, right?
No.
No.
Okay. Then I am going to fire up the old Void Rift, which should hit anyone within 10 feet of me with 11 cold damage. Sorry, it's a DC 15 Charisma save.
Okay. That does fail.
Does fail. Cool. 11 cold damage. And with something else with it. It gains 1 level of exhaustion.
Alright. While the damage does hit, this Invisible Stalker is immune to exhaustion.
Cute. Alright. And that is it.
I think Groot is taking a cue from Naruko, is going to rush over to where she pointed out where the Stalker was. He's going to make some attacks with disadvantage. Where is your stat block? There you are. Gets 3 hits.
Nice.
15, 25 points of damage. Reverie.
So it's right there. There's not really much I can make attacks with without hitting other people. And I can't force it to make a save on most spells without seeing it. But I know that if I come over here and cast Fireball in the corner, then I can hit it and not anybody else.
We may approve of this plan.
Amazing.
That's
Amazing.
I've been waiting for the room to open up enough just so that I can cast Fireball.
That's some
And
good
just when
math.
I get fireball, damn it!
That's some good damn math.
That was exactly the reason why I did such close quarters. 20 feet.
If you measure on a diagonal, it's going to be too big. So if you
Oh.
measure from the corner over, it'll be the right size.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
It'll just catch him.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, alright. This is legit.
Reverie basically lights the staircase on fire.
It's fine.
It's
I'll
fine.
live in this extra dimensional space forever until Linda comes back.
Look,
Yeah,
hey,
let's not talk about the
rest.
pressure wave, okay?
Oh
that
my
is-
God.
That is a failure. Bam, incinerates this thing 28 points.
Woo! So is it
Hell
like crispy?
yeah.
Can we see burnt skin now?
You can probably see some smoke. It is pretty much made of air, though, so
Okay.
take that for what you will.
I will take that for what I will.
You see just wisp smoke fluttering around.
Is there anything else for you, Reverie?
Yeah, I'm trying to grab charcoal and I can't.
No, charcoal! There you go, baby.
Thank you.
Come on. You're in the safe
that's fine.
pouch.
Ren.
Cool. Ren is going to take the measure of the room. He knows he's not really great at hitting the invisible thing, even though it's kind of wispy.
You can tell
But
it's within
he-
your aura for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely in my aura, but I can't do anything with my aura. My aura's gonna just keep chilling there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he is going to turn to Jade and use a level 2 Cure Wounds on her in preparation for Linda's return. Hey, Jade, you get 10 hit points back.
Woo, thank you.
Well, that is so you can bring me back up when I get hit again.
Well, let's not put all the eggs in that basket. I only got a little bit left in me.
Yep, yeah.
But yeah.
Well, then you definitely better make sure I get back up, because I still have quite a few spells left. Not high ones, but I have some left. Alright, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Yuki.
Alright. Well, shit. I think.
Hi, Willa!
I
Shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. Shit. So, I'm gonna just go along with kind of what we've been doing in Narco. We'll point out where the fucking thing is.
Yep.
Okay. Boop. 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 And we are going to do some more fucking skibbity baps.
Eat it.
Skibbity bap. Oh, and that. Nope, that didn't hit. That was a one.
Yeah, no.
Skibbity bap. Oh, that's pretty. That is 28 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And bam. Ooh. Oh wait, was that the right one? Wait, hang on. I'm on,
You guys
on the wrong.
skibbity bop or skibbity boop.
I'm on the wrong fucking thing. All right,
Damn it.
that's the wrong one. Okay, that's exciting. That's exciting.
Get it,
Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Awesome. Okay, so that is 8 plus 14, 19 points of damage.
This thing had 7 hit points left.
Did it! Yeah!
How do you want to
Stuck.
Yuki?
Dick. I think Yuki is just kind of slashing out with her gauntlet. And she's like, "We need to be done with this now. I can't. Can we go and she's just like fucking slashing. So I think she just catches it on like a backhand slash.
My characters, they always want to go.
Yuki's fucking ready to
Is it
go.
time to go home yet?
Time to go home.
Ren, within your aura, you feel the air kind of dissipate and just kind of diffuse in with the rest of the room as Yuki's claws make contact. You feel whatever was there is not there anymore.
Excellent. I'm still not dropping it.
Fair.
Fucking Linda.
Listen, Linda.
Is there anything else you want to do?
I was gonna spread out, but there's not really
Where
spreading
you
out.
guys spread to?
Yeah, there's not really where to go. So yeah, I think that's it for the Uke monster.
All right.
Be good.
So the only enemy left is Linda, who is currently banished.
Yeah, she is.
You have about, we'll call it about, I think you have about 6 rounds left of the banishment, which means you have like 36 to 42 seconds left before Linda will come back. So I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to come out of initiative and kind of do whatever you want to do, or if you want to hold the initiative to, I don't know if you want to investigate the room or use it to get out of the room. I'll leave that up to you guys how you would like to do this.
Should we come up with a good way to lock Linda in here so she won't be a problem? That doesn't involve the professor losing his immovable rod.
I get the feeling she's going to be a problem either way.
It is very likely going to be a problem.
She's gonna get out anyways, and I would suggest, as much as I'd like to plead with her to try and convince her to be useful to us in some capacity, I have a feeling we're going to have to nullify her ability to cast spells, i.e. removing her life from her body. We could organize a circle around where she disappeared from, so when she comes back, she finds herself surrounded and all of her allies gone. If we arrange their corpses in a place where she can see them.
I feel like that will only encourage her to engage in a very large spellcasting feat that will destroy herself and us.
We could just take her by surprise. If you let her come back, we know where she's going to come back at. We can all just be ready and just attack her at once.
So we're attacking and not leaving?
The alternative is we could leave.
And she will be a problem later.
Maybe she'll be a problem later, but at least she's going to be a problem later or a problem right now. At least later we'll have our spell slots back.
That is also not wrong, and you will not be almost falling off your feet.
We also don't know if she's going to be able to get out of here if we run away.
Okay, well, we've only got a few seconds, so if we're going to organize, we better move where we need to be.
Was she right here?
Yeah, right about there.
She was, I can't remember if she was there or the space below it next to where
It's one of those two.
ID10T was. I think she was closer to ID10T. So like, I think she was right here where ID10T is currently.
I will get my sword ready to go.
Can Narco use a turn to mend Arby, or does that take longer than one turn?
No, Narco actually could use her turn to do a mending on RB. I think that would regain.
I can, however, Arby will not be up for a... Actually, I don't even need to use mending. I can just use my Tinker's tools, but he won't be up for another minute.
Okay, we won't worry
It's
about
an
that.
action. It's an action to revive him,
Right.
but it takes a minute before he's back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we just gotta drag RB to the corner for now.
We'll put our
Nobody puts Arby in the corner.
Oh gosh. Drop the biggest things you got on her if we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Is the biggest thing we have going to be something that we're going to get friendly fired for?
Not mine.
Not mine.
I can refrain from casting Fireball.
We do appreciate your assistance in this matter. Restraint, I understand, can be difficult.
All right. I guess this is the best we got. Drink your potions if you have them.
He has
Bring
potions
him if you got
left.
Smoke him if you got him.
Do
Out of potions.
I
Yeah,
have one left? I can't
Look at
really
that!
benefit from it right now, so here, take it. It's a regular potion of healing.
You're getting it too.
You'll toss it to whoever needs it most.
probably give
Somebody
it
else
to
take
Red.
it. No,
Give
no,
it
no.
to
I got a
Red.
plan. I
got
got
a
a plan. Someone else
Give it
take it.
to give it to Marcus then, because he can do like
Yeah.
Marcus.
thunder
Yeah,
shit.
give it some-
I
yeah,
don't
give
want
it
him to
some-
die.
That was my name in high school.
Thunder shit?
Thunder shit.
Marcus?
It's funnier if the answer was Marcus.
I have been called Marcus.
Okay, I could see that, but it's still wrong.
Well, whoever's drinking it, enjoy this delicious 7.
Awesome.
Give 7 hit points back to Marcus.
Definitely.
7 back to Marcus. Okay. So what's the plan?
Boom.
We're all gonna hold an action to attack Linda as soon as she pops back in.
Yup.
Probably get further away.
Getting a little closer. Okay, you said she was here? Wait.
I have. She's on where ID 10T was. So she's
ID
like,
Okay,
10T.
she is ID 10T.
just,
Got it.
just have her be ID 10T's right there.
Got
Hold
it.
on, I need what's a good first level spell?
That you have?
That any wizard can use.
That's Ben question.
Chromatic orb?
It's probably good. Is it chromatic orb?
Guiding bolt.
I think bolt's not bad.
Guiding bolt may be helpful.
I don't know if wizards have that, but I have that.
Hold on.
That's basically what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a guiding bolt, which means if I hit her, the next person gets advantage on her on the attack.
Not bad.
A good damaging spell.
Yeah.
My personal favorite is Ice Knife. However, if there's people nearby, that's probably not a
Friendly
good
fire.
idea. Chromatic Orb's probably a good one, like Suzanne suggested.
Zumi likes that when she wants you to actually use a leveled spell.
Alright, chromatic orb it is. Hold on. Chromatic orb. Let me roll to see if I can actually cast it. I need to roll a 12 on my arcana.
You got this. You got this.
It's gonna happen.
Come on, you got this.
Hey!
Alright, I'm going to hold an action for chromatic orb.
I am holding an action for a second level spell.
Yuki's holding an action for motherfucking skibbity bips.
Magic Missile is also just guaranteed damage.
You know what? Yeah, I like that. Let's use magic missile.
Yes, even better.
Hey,
I
magic missile,
love
yeah.
it.
I've got a bunch of terrible things for being at 4 levels of exhaustion, so magic missile sounds good.
Oh, I love magical shotgun. It's my favorite.
I'll be holding for Starburst, aka guiding bolt.
I am
Not fireball.
holding blindness.
That sounds nice.
Oh, that's got to be
Oh,
helpful.
we're gonna blitz her.
That's the whole thing. She's got all of her spells and all of her hit points.
Not all of them.
We're gonna make her
You
day a
actually
little
did it before she
miserable.
went away.
That's true.
Let me
When does she come back?
Professor just needs to drop concentration on it.
Professor, well, so here's the thing. She'll come back after a minute, or Professor can just choose to drop concentration.
I don't know her, so I'm going to hold it for the minute, just in case she's from another plane of existence.
If you hold it for the full minute, my sword is gone. And Ren, how long does Spirit Guardians last?
So, wait.
Because she will-
So, you would have, like, how long is your spirit, your spiritual
Your
weapon
guardians are
last
10
for-
minutes.
My spirit weapon only lasts a minute. So if
Yeah, but
that's
she's
only
been gone
a minute.
for...
But you cast it after the banishment, so you would have at least two rounds of your
Yeah.
spiritual weapon
Oh.
on her.
Okay. Cool.
So, alright, so you're going to hold it for a minute. Linda will pop up at the end of Professor's turn when that minute expires, but you guys will all have held actions by then, so we'll just start from the top of the initiative.
Let's go.
So,
Yep.
Professor, what does it look like when the banishment wears off and Linda pops back into this plane of existence?
She just appears out of nowhere with a
All right,
Hi, Linda.
Hey, Linda.
Jade, your first act.
Bye, Linda.
wants to be a teacher. He said
27,
you could.
What is this for?
27 to hit with Guiding Bolt.
That hits.
Great. So that's gonna be. It's gonna be 20 points of radiant damage, and the next attack roll made against her will have advantage.
Nice.
Okay.
And
Kabong.
I can't use my spiritual weapon on this turn, right? Because that's my bonus action, and we are holding actions to attack her.
Correct.
Great. Okay, so that is my turn. She is lit up for the next person to attack.
Okay. She's going to take a reaction and cast Hellish Rebuke on you.
That's fine.
I am going to. Where the hell did it go? There it is. I'm going to need a Dexterity saving throw from you, Jade.
16.
16 does save.
Nice.
So you will take half damage. You're going to take 11 points of fire damage.
Cool.
I'm sorry, 5. That's halved.
Oh.
Sorry, 11 was the full damage. You're going to take 5.
Oh,
Numbers
okay.
are hard, man.
That's fine. Okay, cool. I got it.
Marcus.
Oh, she popped into Bren's Spirit Guardian. She has to make a save against those.
It hasn't been her turn
It
yet.
hasn't been her turn yet. Marcus with the loot.
I'm kind of on it tonight.
Yeah, you're good.
Sometimes.
So Marcus's first attack will use up the advantage from the Guiding Bolt.
Cool.
The first attack was an 18.
He doesn't get a second attack. We're in reactions.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that sucks. The second attack was a crit.
Unfortunate.
Can I give him my inspiration and just have him use the crit?
No, because he doesn't.
Come on.
He doesn't even get it.
Damn.
He doesn't even.
Oh. So,
Uh,
that kind of sucks. Well, then what happens to the Guiding Bolt?
Well, the 18
Well, he
was
just
with,
couldn't.
the 18 was with advantage. That's sorry.
He just couldn't make 2 attacks.
They just couldn't make 2
Yeah.
attacks. Professor.
Okay. That's 3 plus 1 is 4. Do you want me to roll for each missile, or is
No, you
Alright.
just stick with 4. How many
Alright.
are you hitting her with?
3?
That's 12.
12 damage.
Nice.
Brutus.
Jim Brutus,
Clean it up, Brutus.
take her out.
Brutus gets
Ma'am?
full action because this is after the held action.
Get it, get it, get it. Wait, all the held actions went off?
It's not all after the held actions. We started at the top of the round with the held actions.
Correct.
We have
Yeah,
to get through
so-
the entire turn order.
Reverie,
Oh.
Ren,
Alright.
Brutus, Reverie, Ren, Yuki, and
Okay.
Narco all had held
Oh.
actions.
Yep, we all had held actions.
Yep.
Brutus gets to go for his held action.
Brutus
Gotcha.
Is,
Okay,
Brutus
gotcha.
is gonna miss. Reverie.
Okay. Reverie.
Linda needs to make me a con save.
Con save. 23.
Okay, she's not blinded.
Okay.
Ren.
You know what? I was gonna do something different. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm still going to use a second level spell. We're just going to use good old inflict wounds.
Sure.
Get her.
Come on, baby. How about a nat 20 to hit?
Ooh, I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck her up.
Turn
Fuck
her
her up,
into
then.
dust.
That's so it's usually 8d10. Does that mean it's 16d10? That what it
What?
is? Not
What?
bad. I'm not good at math.
What level?
Yeah.
What level are you casting at?
Second.
It's
Inflict wounds?
3d10 at first level, right? So it should be 4d10 at second, so it's 8d10 crit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's why for the crit. Got you. That's
Yeah.
why I did it. Awesome. It already did the math for me. I love that. Thank you. Hey, it's 44 damage for the crit.
Oh,
She had 2 hit points left.
Yay!
hell
Not
yeah.
anymore. She don't.
How do you want to do this, Ren?
Ren will just reach out and quietly say, "It is time to join the void."
Oh, look who's on our side now, Professor.
He's just saying hurtful things using the things that we like as hurtful means. He doesn't
That
mean
is
it.
correct.
As the
Just
inflict
being a prick.
As the inflict wounds takes hold, you see old scars opening up on her body. You see dark, inky blackness starts to pour out of it, but it's not blood, it's more of like a smoke or like a mist that starts to envelop her. Her eyes go blazing bright purple as she drops to her knees and she screams out. When she screams, there is a blade of light that just shoots upwards towards the ceiling. More smoke, more mist comes out around her as she just explodes into this kind of cloud of this inky black miasma. I need everybody in the room to give me a charisma saving throw.
That's a concern.
Alright, plus one.
Oh!
That's 5 for me.
The nat
Okay, this is one of those times when we actually need to use our inspiration.
18
20?
for Yuki.
26 for Jade.
Oh, but I have disadvantage, right?
You would have
That was-
disadvantage.
Yes, you do.
Let's see if I nat 1. Now, the second
I
one
think
was
it's an 8.
But I'm in Reggie's aura, so that's a +5, right?
Where the fuck is Reggie?
We need a paladin.
Reggie's busy
Ew.
getting his ass kicked elsewhere.
He's not getting his ass kicked.
Here's where Joe says, if you failed, you get 2 levels of exhaustion.
Uh-oh.
You don't have a backup character yet.
Yeah, I definitely failed.
Anyone who made below a 15, you will suffer 1 level of arcane corruption and 1 level of exhaustion.
So close.
Oh, don't do that.
But
Isn't Ren immune to the corruption?
I'm immune to corruption, yeah.
Ren and Professor.
Is-
Ren
is
got
Ren
good
immune?
insight.
I don't remember if any of your items say that you are. Then yes, you are.
They don't, but I'm going to use my free scythe use and remove the corruption from me because, ew, it's sticky.
Fair.
I'm
It's
sorry.
like an
what
oily residue, though.
What was that, Ben?
What save?
DC 15 charisma.
Oh!
Yeah, so both failed. I don't know why it says narco for both.
It's all right.
Oh,
So
Everybody's just came through really late.
that's okay. So it'll be you get 1 point of arcane corruption and 1 level of exhaustion. But
Professor drops to the ground.
Ugh.
but with that, there are no more enemies to come after you. The room has been cleared out. The house goes silent. Jade, if you were to put up your detect magic, you find that all of the abjuration that has been swirling around this place has been completely sapped. We're out of initiative.
Yay. Come, Professor, it's time for your nap.
Yeah, his speed reduced to 0.
Should we just rest
It'd
here?
be supposed to carry you on my back.
Oh, do I get a Ren ride? The first and only?
Oh
I
my
thought
god.
you were exhausted.
Never too exhausted for that.
Should we just rest here?
I would not like to rest in this place.
Look, the notes.
Okay.
I'm sure Naruko will be all over that. You will remain still.
I want the research.
I'm sure
I'll
you
get
do.
I'll get it for you, Professor. I'll get it. I promise. I'm going right now. And I'm gonna go and basically clean out these desks of anything and everything I can.
If you need more space, I have a bag of holding to hide things in. There's some room around the books.
What do I need to roll?
I was
Husband?
muted. Investigation.
Yes, you were.
I know!
When did I mute myself?
I don't know.
Maybe when you were coughing.
That's very likely, because we did not hear coughing.
I don't remember muting myself. Anyway.
Oh, that's only a 10 for investigation for me.
All right.
I'll use an inspiration for a better one.
No. That's fine. It's up to
Okay.
you if you want to do it or not. I mean. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I'll,
stop
I'll use an inspiration. Try to get better on that. I want to make sure we don't miss anything.
you. Okay.
Aha, 19.
Yeah.
All right. So there is a bunch of stuff here. Like the rest of this building, this place is a literal treasure trove. So on the one workbench that's over here, where all these gems are, there are 15 gems that are worth, and I'm typing this out,
Cool.
that are worth
Much appreciated.
50 gold each. On this table here, Jade, what you find are da-da-da-da. Da-da. Three piles of So you got 15 gems worth 50 gold each. On the other table, you find 2 crushed black lotus flowers and 3 usable vials of the eyedropper, like three usable eyedroppers, basically. There's also a small notepad on there that has the recipe for the drug and what appears to be a location scribbled on it.
Oh,
Dun dun dun.
great.
What you find, the notepad basically tells you that it takes 3 days to make a batch of 6 eyedropper vials from 1 flower in very specific conditions, like temperature, humidity, and it cannot be otherwise shaken. Cannot be shaken or otherwise disturbed during the extraction or fermentation process. And that the flower itself can be plucked by a tower in the Lam Tarim Desert.
Oh, they are in league with some people in Talam Tarim.
Of course, why wouldn't they be?
Well, it looks like where we're going next.
Yep. Follow the breadcrumbs.
Otherwise, rather
There's so many crumbs.
otherwise,
There's so
rather,
many crumbs that say, go to this desert, fight these people.
otherwise, rather, what you find is just some. Yeah, you find some loose gold. You get 130 gold pieces. There are 2 potions of greater healing, and and a bag of holding, and a wand of secrets.
Nice.
Do you guys mind if I take the bag of holding for Jade?
I
I'm
do
fine with
not.
As long as
I already have
no one
one.
else, as long as no one else needs it.
Go for it. That way you can hide all the books. We may
Yes.
share the books. Traveling library.
Because Narco has a briefcase of holding, you have a bag of holding. Yuki, did you want one?
No, I don't need one right now. I mean, eventually, sure, I'd like one, but she doesn't need it right now. You take it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take this just because. Mostly it's just for all the random nonsense I keep collecting, and I'm
That
just
is
like,
a lot of random
eventually I'm gonna
nonsense.
need that.
I need mine for my bones.
And a wand of secrets.
What do
Yeah, I'll
secrets
link
do?
it.
I am unfamiliar with this item. Let's go learn about it.
Too. Let's go read a bit.
Amount of chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
Oh, neat. If a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, it points it out. Okay. Yuki, do you want this?
Yuki, find the traps.
I feel like Yuki is the one who's like constantly like going after stuff. So I mean, unless someone else wants to get it, but she's the one who's like going after the drugs and going into hidden locations. The professor.
She was looking for secrets. I'm supporting this.
She was looking for secrets.
Yuki's about to become the door.
Is Yuki here?
I mean,
Yippee.
could be.
Yuki has become here.
Open those doors.
I mean, yeah, I will take it and say thank you.
Love it.
Awesome. I'm gonna note that this is going to. And does it's greater restoration that handles the
Exhaustion.
Yeah, okay, cool. I thought so. Well, Professor's gonna be sitting in bed for a couple days.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Good thing we don't have anything else we have to do.
Yeah, when's the wedding?
Not for 3 more days.
All right.
I can sleep right through it. It's fine.
Friday, so Saturday. You can get 3 long rests between now and the wedding.
So you'll only have 2 levels of exhaustion by the wedding. That's
Woohoo.
that's totally fine. There's definitely not going to be anything that happens at the wedding
That's
that
fine.
will
That's only half speed and disadvantage on ability checks.
maybe we'll be able to figure something out for that.
That's a hope.
Seth,
Cool.
this is 2014 rules, right?
Correct.
Not 20. Okay. Okay.
For now.
The legacy in this game. Yep.
For now.
For now.
All right.
For now.
Professor gets a Ren Red back to the ship so we can rest.
I love that so much.
The only time this will ever fucking happen, do not get used to it, so say it the Ren.
Yeah, until Professor makes another big dramatic sacrifice again.
Yeah, well, don't tell him that. We are not
Do
encouraging
it
him
once
to
every
do
long
this.
rest.
No, that is a very stupid idea. Do not do this.
I'm gonna ride you everywhere.
This is completely inappropriate, and I do not appreciate this.
You're the best friend a man could ask for.
Oh my god, did you drink as well? Thanatos, what has happened here?
It's called karma.
Really? I thought it was
Because you tell
stupidity.
me
It
all
was
the
the same
time.
thing.
Read what you sow.
I
Now
did not
faster.
sew
See
anything.
faster.
No, absolutely not.
Can I go before we leave? I'd also like to investigate the bodies to see if there's anything on the bodies. I don't know if this also was part of the bodies check, but I do want to specifically ask for that.
You did specifically ask for the room, so I did not give you anything that was specifically on the bodies.
Great.
Love
So
it.
I will be checking the bodies next.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. 16.
On a 16,
Unless anyone wants to help me.
I can help you.
Eh,
Wanna help
Wait,
me?
hang on. Wait, can I? Hang on. What is this?
I don't
Invest.
have proficiency.
I don't have proficiency. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No worries then. 16 stands. I don't have any other things I can burn for that.
So on a 16, what you find? So the invisible stalker was made of air. There's really no body
Yeah.
behind there.
There's weird mist hanging out.
The Mausers, ID10T, those were robots. They don't really have anything on them. I mean,
Shame.
gears and springs.
Is there a power source?
I'll put some of those away in my bag for Nariko.
Nothing like nothing out of the ordinary, unusual that you couldn't find anywhere else, really.
Damn it.
Linda had. Linda was wearing chainmail and had a mace.
Okay.
Those are all mundane items.
Oh, she was not a wizard.
She was a cleric.
She was cleric.
She was a
could've-
bitch.
She was a bitch.
But she could have fucked us up, so I'm really glad we just annihilated her immediately.
She said like 5 words to you and then you banished her. How was she a bitch?
One of them was important.
I
And it was
read
no.
the power level was over 9,000. We were not keeping her.
Absolutely not. No way, Jose. We were not making friends with that level of bullshit. No, thank
could have
you.
been a teacher, but you chose to be a corpse.
Jade, on Lorenzo, you notice that a ring appears on his finger where there was not a ring before.
Oh.
Checking Lorenzo's pockets, you also get his gold pocket watch. That on its own is worth 100 gold pieces. You also find in his pocket what appears to be a stack of sticky notes.
Okay. I have my detect magic up. Is anything pinging on these?
All 3 of the items I just described are magic items.
Okay. I will take them. So there's the ring, the pocket watch, and the sticky notes.
Is the ring a ring of water walking? Or be a seahorse?
I do not have identify to be able to tell what these are. However, I know that Nariko does. So, I'm going to pocket these, and I'm going to tuck them in my bag of holding.
Okay.
And, yeah. She's not going to show those to anybody right now.
Okay.
And then she'll get up to follow everyone else out.
So everybody's leaving.
Anything
We
else
didn't toss the place.
in the room that is calling my name?
What?
Is there anything else in the room calling my name? Is my detect magic picking up anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
Yuki's ready to get the fuck out of here as soon as you guys are. But she's not going to leave anybody here.
Can we stop for fries on the way back?
We are not getting any food on the way back. You need sleep, not food.
You're such a
course we-
jerk sometimes.
Of course we can get you food, Professor.
I've read that if you eat food like fries and something heavy, that it might make you sleep for longer. So food might be a good idea for Professor.
Okay, we will reconsider.
If you do want him to sleep longer, Ren.
That is the operational goal. Hey, while I'm carrying the professor along, Char Char comes out of his little pouch, and he goes back and curls up on the professor's head. So now I have 2 gingers to worry about.
Oh.
That's cute.
Are you doing anything with the bodies?
Yeah, leaving them here is a warning for others.
Jade is going to do to the bodies what she typically does every time that we come across enemies that we've defeated in battle. And she's going to, which looks like what she's doing when she's like down with the bodies and she's going over them. She's going to leave her mark on their forehead and say her prayers, and she's going to cast Sacred Flame upon them and just let their bodies kind of return where they came from. So long as the bodies actually burn.
Yeah, I mean they can certainly burn in your holy light.
Great.
Anything else before you leave this building, or are you all just ready to completely exit the Thieves Guild?
I think we just need to get out of here for now. We can come back another time if we need to.
All right.
Professor? Ren? Reverie? Is there anything else that we need to do before we leave?
Not that I can think of.
There weren't any rooms. We didn't check that room that the apprentice was in. Jade's gonna go check that room as we're leaving.
Okay, that's fair.
She's I'm pretty good, so I'm gonna go check that room. I don't have any exhaustion at all, so I'm gonna go check that before we head out.
Okay.
Reverie and Narco are coming with. Arby should be up by now while we were searching the room.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can get RB back up. You guys follow Jade back up through the house. The house is eerily quiet. The only disturbance having been whatever scuffles you guys have gotten into. You'll find that no one else has returned. So, making your way back to that dorm-style bedroom is quite uneventful. Again, you find this dorm-style room has 6 beds with some personal effects strewn about the bed. As you kind of search around this room, you see the only real disturbance was the bed that Sophia was sleeping in, that is now vacant.
I want to go check. I want to go check her bed. I want to see if she had a journal or notes or anything that she left behind.
Give me an investigation check.
Does Nariko have investigation that she can help me with this?
Yeah,
I think it's likely.
so does Reverie. Both are +8.
Well, why don't I help Reverie look then? Or
Teamwork.
Nariko help Reverie.
Yes.
15 is good.
All right.
On a 15, there are no notes, there are no notebooks here. You get the impression that she didn't really spend a lot of time in this room. This is probably just where Lorenzo put her body while her soul was in the gem. Excuse me, but you do, however, find a strange pair of boots underneath one of the beds.
Ruh-roh.
That Jade, your detect magic, is pinging as a magic item.
Ooh.
I'll drag those boots out. These are pinging magic to me.
Can Narco roll Arcana to see if she can figure out what they are?
Sure.
I rolled a natural 1, I guess. Oh no, that's with
I think
guidance or whatever.
she's probably got
It says
reliable.
it's 20.
She's probably got reliable talent. Something like that. Yeah. I think a 20 is enough. This is a pair of boots of striding and sprinking.
Ooh.
Oh. What will these do?
Who wants to be
Oh,
a jackrabbit?
Can jump 3 times the normal distance.
Dude, give me Yuki.
Yeah, I think Yuki would probably benefit from these, if anyone.
Dude, give me
Well, that was
Yuki.
good timing.
I just want to see Yuki tear up the world with those things.
What am I doing? What am I tearing up?
Dude, check out the boots of springing.
So Jade, Narco, and Reverie went to check the apprentice's room while everyone's heading out, and we found boots of striding and springing.
Yuki, want to go jump?
Oh my god!
I know,
Basically,
what a
just
menace.
let you jump 3 times the normal distance.
What a menace.
That's some fucking chaos right there.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean,
love this.
you can't wear heavy armor, right?
I don't think so. I don't know.
No, you're a monk.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
You can't wear heavy armor, and your speed is over 30. But this gives you like the jumping thing, unless someone else would more benefit from
Yeah.
it. But... So it's either give it to Yuki or sell him.
I support
I-
Yuki.
I'm gonna vote for selling just because I
Okay.
feel like most of us are probably maxed out on attuned items, and like while they're cool, they're very niche.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
There hasn't really
Okay,
been
that's
you could
fair,
also probably sell them and then use the gold to like buy yourself some other magic item that's better for you.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm down
Okay,
for
I'm
selling them.
I'm gonna note that we're gonna that we found them and that we're probably gonna sell them.
Okay. I have a question.
Yes.
Could they work? Let me see if I can wear heavy armor or no. Cool, I can't wear heavy armor yet. Hey, how would they work for a centaur? I don't have my attunement slots maxed out. Even close.
I think you would need 4.
Damn it. Never mind.
We could say.
They morph into horseshoes.
Yeah,
They
sure.
morph into horses!
Yeah, we can do that.
I want them!
We can do that.
Jumping death!
I mean, they're gonna bring them back to the group and ask the group who wants them. So if Ren wants to take them, she can take them.
Now I can go try to find heavier armor. I just want to be able to jump a lot.
Oh, I should probably try to get some better armor for myself so that I don't have disadvantage on my stealth anymore.
Heavy armor.
Okay.
Alright.
I think now we're ready to go. I can't think of anything else we're supposed to do here, and I feel like I'm forgetting to do something, but... DM, if we let you have an inspiration, will you tell us if we're forgetting to do something here?
Sure. Are you?
I mean, I'm for it, but what's the group want to do?
I'm out of inspiration, so I cannot participate in this particular game.
Oh no, I meant if we allow Joe to take an inspiration for himself,
Oh, if you want me to take
Oh.
an inspiration.
like as the DM. I use my inspirations. Sorry,
I deem that
I
acceptable.
probably just said that weird. I apologize.
It's okay.
made sense.
We're really confused.
No, it'd be more worth it for you if you're going to give up one of your inspirations.
Damn it! I don't have any inspirations to give up, or I would.
That's what I'm saying. I'm out too.
I mean, did we go through every single room?
You did.
I think we did.
Then I feel like it's not worth my inspiration.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Is anything still pinging magical?
Everything magical on that Jade was picking up with Detect Magic, or anyone for that matter, appears to be in your possession now.
I have a really dumb question because I'm the one who takes most of the notes, so forgive this. When we got into the office, before we went into the trapdoor, did we check the office? I feel like we didn't actually check the office, like the desk and stuff. We just found the trapdoor.
No, you checked the office. That's actually
Did we?
how you found the trapdoor.
Okay. Then never. I don't know. I just feel like we're forgetting something, and I don't remember what it is. We're just gonna be like, oh yeah, remember Tom? You had him tied up in the basement, and you forgot to go on time, and now he's gonna die. Like,
Man, we didn't leave anyone alive in the basement.
that's what I'm thinking, but I don't remember, and now I'm paranoid about it.
I mean, you can easily make your way through this whole place, and you'll find that it's completely empty. You didn't leave anyone behind. You investigated. Well, I mean, you've been through all of these rooms.
Yeah.
No more ranch monsters.
No, it does not respawn or anything like that.
All right, just checking.
It doesn't become a mold and a fungus now that it's been
Listen,
killed.
I was down for Monster Ranch, not a ranch monster.
Okay. Well, I guess we're leaving then. I don't have anything else unless anyone has anything else.
All right.
All right.
I'm good.
So, we move back to the city. It is just before midday. You guys did all of this in the morning.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Like right
Going
away.
back to bed. Fuck this shit.
It is fucking nap time. Yuki wants a sunspot to curl up in and zonk out.
That's nice.
Jade immediately splits off from the rest of the party to go get Professor Fries.
Papas fritas.
Yes, that is what I do.
He wants poutine if you can find it.
I've already got it. Already got it.
Okay.
Gross fries.
You can find poutine. You can even get the type of dipping sauce that you can find in Belgium, which is basically just mayo.
Ew. I'm getting that because I think the professor would probably like it. It's white. It's a weird sauce. This is all gross, but I get all of it.
You can find
It's the
ranch,
vibes.
too. You can find ranch too.
I hesitate a moment, and then I get him the ranch, and I bring it precariously balanced on all of my arms. Your movement's 0, but can you still lift your hands?
I would think so.
If not, I will feed you fries.
You like folded over Ren's back with just like eyes closed. You just see that the only part of him that's moving is his mouth just opens.
Dude, just getting fed figs, like, and dates and stuff. It's alright.
Palm fronds.
Oh no, these
Rotar is
I don't think they're leaves. They're just fries.
Rotar is always attempting to get fries as well.
I do definitely sneak the cat fries.
Rotar is so happy.
He will eat what he is given until he can eat himself. Which is now. He could totally eat himself, but I mean, why waste the opportunity?
No.
Yep.
Why does it always come back to cannibalism?
I think you meant, like, why waste the opportunity of someone feeding you?
Oh.
Jade's not even questioning it. She's just going to feed the professor. She's going to feed the professor as many fries as he needs to feel a little bit better.
He will keep eating till it stops.
And I will go get him more fries.
Dead. Just need like an hour rest. Just like a quick fox nap.
Oh yeah, of
I do
course,
not
definitely.
believe that's
Just
how it
a
works.
single hour. That's definitely what we're going to wake you up after. Hmm?
So where to?
Corvus.
I think we head back to the ship.
Okay.
So back to Tupac.
All right. So you
Back
head
to Tupac. Back to the ship.
Back to Tupac, back to the ship. On the way there, Marcus will kind of ask the question. He will say, "So, this has moved kind of fast. Does this mean that the Red Hoods are involved with the cult, and that they're involved with whatever is that's after you guys?"
To some extent.
Well, I don't know that they were quite aware that they were they were being used by the cult. There's a lot of notes we had about them infiltrating groups of people and implicating things and using other people to their own benefit. So looks like when Lorenzo came and took over, before it was probably just a regular thieves guild until he came along.
Ugh. So, what happens to the building now?
I mean, we've gotten rid of Lorenzo and any of the guild that was there that was part of his team or friends, probably not friends, but part of his team have been removed. I probably whoever is left will come back and reclaim it. Silas is still on the ship.
Well, yeah, but he said he was ready to leave Tremonto, and honestly, if this was a traumatic kind of experience, but honestly, if it wound up running out the Red Hoods, I don't think anyone would really be that upset.
Well, they weren't the best people, but sometimes when you don't have anything else, you have to do what you need to do to survive. Maybe you can turn it into a community outreach center.
There were a lot of study rooms in there.
Mm-hmm. And just avoid that one room that turns into sand.
What
Although
if
all the magic kind of went away when we killed Lorenzo.
you could also use it as a place for people to go who, and she'll kind of look at Jade, say, decide to not use drugs anymore and want to turn their life around.
A recovery location could be a useful place for it.
Turn it into a place of healing from a place of not.
These are all good ideas. I suppose once things quiet down a little bit, I could meet with the Belamontes, and they could renovate it into something that would be really nice.
Could be, although I imagine they would seek some sort of money for it.
Well, I might be able to talk them into some kind of charity.
It'd be beneficial for the entire city, to be sure.
Yeah.
The location that's listed on my little note, as Marcus is talking with everyone about what to turn this into, does it say any particular location in town?
I don't understand the question. I'm sorry.
You said that I found a note on the desk where the Black Lotus and stuff was being done, and on one of the notes was a location.
Yes, it was the location where the flowers grow. That's
okay, so it was just the Talam Tarim. It was just the Talam Tarim
yes
thing. Okay,
yes.
Just making sure.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure. I just remembered it, and then was like, did I forget that? No. Okay.
Yes. In the short time that you guys have been here, Marcus continues, I've seen a lot of stuff going on. That was by far the most difficult I've seen you guys put up with. This is really impressive. Even if it did really drain me.
Oh, we did kind of walk right into the bad guy's house.
We do appreciate your support in it, though. You and Brutus were remarkably helpful.
I don't think we would have made it without you two.
Oh. What other choice do we have? Of course,
The same choice the others nobles make. You could have ignored it. Left it to police. Left it to someone else. I commend you for your efforts.
Yeah, I don't think I can ignore or push things off like that anymore.
That's good.
But it's strange how Lorenzo changed after you neutralized him. I've never seen anything like that before.
A trait of some of the cult followers.
They were changelings.
Oh.
Don't hold it against them. They also didn't have a choice in what they were doing. Not really.
It's kind of an unsettling thought. It means they could be anybody.
The cult members are already anybody. Anyone can be following them.
It can be scary to think that maybe there's someone that you know who is not who they seem to be, but I mean, changelings or other shapeshifters are also just people trying to live. These ones here that are part of this cult didn't have a choice in joining. It's all they know.
He kind of goes a little bit quiet as he thinks on that. You guys continue to make your way towards Tupac, and as you get closer to where the Corvus is spotted, you begin to see purple smoke starting to waft up from the deck.
Naruto
Okay.
is not going to be happy.
Oh.
I run. I run for it. I run.
Yuki will run.
I'm not running. I have an idiot on my back.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, don't get the professor anywhere near it if something happens.
Oh my God.
Idiot read my research!
No.
As you get closer and closer to the ship, you see that this purple smoke is kind of thick, and it seems to fill the lower deck and is rising off of the ship itself. But with such smoke, you would expect to see fire, but you did not see any fire. The ship itself seems to be in still the same condition you left it in, other than this smoke kind of swirling around it. Kind of coming off of the gangway and onto the deck, you see Sentinel Syrian, and you see your goblin crew that are kind of coughing and hacking as they make their way off the ship.
What happened? What happened? Are you okay?
Syrian looks at you and he says, I don't know what happened. I was making breakfast at the galley and then just everything started filling with smoke. Oh, Silas is there too. Forgot you had Silas on board too.
Yeah, we had a Silas too.
Yeah.
Well, we know who's missing.
Are you all okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just couldn't breathe in there. It was, oh god, it's just choking.
Okay. Just get away. Get back to Ren. And Jade's gonna race up into the smoke.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yuki's right
and
there with
he's
her.
going to stop breathing.
Okay.
Oh,
You can't do that.
Yuki
I can do that.
cannot do that. Yuki cannot, but she's gonna run with you anyway. Because
Yuki,
she's not letting you run into fucking smoke by yourself.
Yuki can be a Constitution saving throw, unless you're
Yeah.
holding your breath. You can hold your breath.
Ooh.
Wait, we had gas masks from down in the sewers. Do we still have our gas masks?
Where did you leave them?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
that
don't
was
think
in
I
this bag
have mine.
holding, because it's Ren.
That's a dirty 20.
So as you race into the smoke, you feel it start to fill your lungs, and it tries to kind of choke the air out of you. Not really a harmful effect, just makes it impossible to breathe. But you're kind of able to close your eyes, center yourself, maybe even mask your face a little bit as you rush in, and are unaffected, other than, it's difficult to breathe, but you can breathe, but it is
Okay.
still difficult to see.
Yeah. Jay, do you see anything?
Yeah, I want to head down to where we left Alistair.
You can make your way down there, but the smoke is pretty thick. Like I said, it is difficult to see basically this entire area as you get inside, under the main deck.
Okay.
The area is essentially heavily obscured. That's really
Okay. Let me see. Do I have anything that I can do for this? I'm going to be casting message to Yuki so that she doesn't have to talk. So I'll cast message to Yuki with my earring of message that I still have. And I'm going to say, I don't see anything yet, but stay behind me, stay back a little bit. I'm going to try something. This is obscured. So if I move forward, if I cast Word of Radiance, which is a cantrip, it says burning radiance erupts from you, and creatures within my range have to succeed on Constitution saving throw. But there's no one in my range that I'm aware of. So can I just use it to light the space up for a brief second to try to look around, as a kind of a flash?
It would be like trying to turn a flashlight on in an area of fog. It really wouldn't. It
really wouldn't do anything?
Yeah, all the particles in the area would basically just reflect the light back at you.
Okay. I don't think I have anything that gets rid of the fog.
Yeah, the only thing that could really help here is, well, one, you could wait it out to see if it eventually just burns off, or if you have something that can create any kind of gust of wind or anything like that.
Get me closer.
Do I have?
Oh, you are staying here.
I could clear that.
Do you have the spell slot left?
It's a cantrip. Just get me closer.
At the first sign of trouble, I am running in the other direction, and you will be coming with me.
I'm just gonna blow it away.
Ren starts trotting closer so the professor can cast his cantrip.
I will cast elementalism to beckon air and blow the smoke away.
Okay. Professor begins to cast his spell. The wind begins to rise off of the water of the canal here outside of Tupac. You see, as the wind kicks up, the smoke, the fog, this whatever this is, starts to blow and starts to dissipate. You see it start to blow out windows, blow up, any doors that are open. For a minute, it completely almost darkens the sky around where the mast is of the ship. But after a few seconds, maybe a minute, the smoke gets blown away and is completely cleared. At cursory glance, you take a look at the Corvus, you find that there does not appear to be any damage to it.
Cool. I'm still making my way down to where we left Alistair. Because he was locked up. He either did something and got away, or they left him and he might be dying, so...
As you make your way down to the holding cell where you have Alistair locked up, you find the holding cell, you find it is still intact, it is still locked. However, Alistair is no longer inside.
Oh... Fuck!
Oh, Jade said a swear.
You said a naughty word.
I'm in the hold and you can't hear me right now. Only Yuki can hear me.
I can feel it in my bones.
There's been a disturbance in the force.
Yuki smirks but says nothing.
I
She's so
race.
proud.
I race to the cell and cast. I cast detect magic. Can I sense anything?
There is no magic in this area other than what what you know you already have.
Is there any open? Do I notice any open windows?
Give me a perception check.
Oh fuck. 10.
I'm proficient. Can I help her?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Do it.
10 again.
Damn it.
There are no open windows. The only opening that you see is basically the like the set of stairs leading down to this level of the ship.
He's gone. And then Jade is just going to start turning everything over, trying to see if she can find him hiding somewhere.
I'll say no investigation check. You could tear this ship apart. You could tear it down to its frame. You will not find him.
He's gone. She's gonna just rush. She's gonna rush. She's looking. She's absolutely like in a panic, looking for him. So she'll waste her time.
I think after letting her like search for until it's obvious he's not there, Yuki'll step up next to her and say, Jade, he's gone. He got away.
We should have killed him. We should have killed him when we could. And now he's gone. And she's gonna race up the stairs. Is everybody else back on the ship yet?
Yes.
She's just yelling that as she comes up the stairs.
What is going on?
He's gone. He left. He got away. He left. He's gone.
Impressive.
Alistair's gone.
The goblins will kind of pipe up at that. And they'll say, "That's impossible. We were watching him the whole time. The cage was still locked when the smoke appeared, and we left."
Where did the smoke appear from?
Why didn't you take him with you?
The cage was locked.
Well, it's still locked and he is still gone.
Well, then it wouldn't have mattered if we took him with us, would it?
If you took him with you and he tried to get away, you could have killed him then.
We were killing him? I did not know that was part of our goal.
If he tried to get away.
Can Ren do an insight check on Jade?
Yeah, sure. What are you looking for?
Her vibes are off. Ren knows that Jade really just likes it when we have just been killing people, and now she's running around saying we should have killed Alistair, and that is not typical for Jade. But I've only got a 14.
I mean, I think with a 14, like, you remember how Jade reacted when she found a pendant of the cult of Moloch, and the panic she flew into about that. Now we found an actual person who we're believing to be part of that cult, and now he got away. So
Okay,
it's not a rush of like she suddenly going on a murder spree. You remember every
reaction
time
to that.
You remember every time she's seen something with the cult of Moloch coming up, and the reaction she has to it. Although this does seem to be like, this is on the far end of the extreme of, where she was at. But this is the first time that you also know that you found an actual person for it.
Okay, acknowledged.
What?
So the goblins will kind of answer your questions where the smoke came from. They're like, we were playing cards, we were watching the gate, and then the smoke just came from underneath us. It came from underneath the floorboards.
I see.
We didn't gag him, did we?
No, I don't believe we did.
Mm-mm.
No one thought to check if he was a spellcaster either.
We had him tied up, and I don't remember if he was gagged though, but we definitely had him tied up in there.
Eh,
Jade made sure he had a level of exhaustion before we left, so.
you could still cast spells with verbal components. Well, he's gone and there's not a lot we can do about it now, so there's only one thing we can't do.
Mm,
Take a nap.
quite right.
This discovery, getting back to the ship, has been upsetting, to say the least. If anyone would like, I will make you a cup of tea that will help ease you to sleep, so you might rest.
Can you make a tea that'll wake me up?
No.
No.
I
mean, I-
if I just wake up. You know
I
how
could.
It's a waste
But-
of time it is sleeping. You can do so many things in the 8 hours a night you do. You get resting.
Yes. Go argue with your dream self. Come, let's get you into your bed.
As he's being trotted off, he looks, kind of just moves his eyes up to Jade. He's like, I'd like to know what you found later.
Hang on. Yeah, she's panic attack is not set in yet. She said she just looks at the professor, but she doesn't look like she's fully there right now. She just says, "When you're feeling better."
He'll nod as he's just trotted off.
Jade, I know that sleep isn't really something you traditionally do as we do. Would you like some tea to relax you anyway?
No.
Yuki will nod. All right. And then Yuki will make her way off to her little cabin to take a fucking nap.
Hell yeah.
Are we all looking to head to quarters to rest up?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Ren's gonna stay in the professor's quarters to keep an eye on him. He'll still try to rest, but we'll lean against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That'll work.
I know how to sleep.
Really? You keep talking. It leads me to believe you might be a bit misinformed.
I keep talking because there's someone in here to talk to. If you want me to get rest, you should probably go somewhere else. Otherwise, I'm going to keep talking about all the cool things we could do together when I feel better.
My room is beside yours, though I know that is a lie. I hear you in here talking to yourself.
Yeah, but I can't respond back with all the cool things we're going to do later on.
Go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
I'm going to do the coolest things when I wake up.
Oh.
He'll just roll over and start snoring immediately.
Good. I did not have to use my secret weapon. And run patch Char Char.
Alright.
Jade watches everybody leave to go down to their rooms, and she stays up top. Is Marcus still there?
Yeah, Marcus and Brutus will be up top for a little bit. Brutus is definitely on like watchdog mode. He's checking the ship to make sure that there is no, there's no damage. There's no sign of like anything being broken. No sign of anyone, trying to hide or surprise you guys. Any sign of anyone trying to hide away, anything like that. That's kind of what Brutus is up to. But Marcus is just kind of leaning on like one of the rails on the main deck, and he's just kind of strumming his lute. Or
Jay just
yeah.
walks up to Marcus. Will she go home?
Marcus kind of sighs and he looks up at you and he says, I don't know. This is kind of unprecedented territory.
You wanted to take him home because you wanted your parents to deal with him. What would happen if he goes home now?
Well, I imagine if he went home now, that he would talk to my parents before we did. I mean, I'm just kind of thinking of, one of the villains in one of the plays, really, but he would try to talk to my parents and try to get them on his side. Maybe give some kind of explanation as to where he was, to try to get ahead of whatever we might tell them about what we found.
Would they believe him?
I think they would, because as far as I know, he's never really given us any reason to doubt him.
Will they believe him over you?
I would hope so.
You hope that they would believe him over you?
He's been with my family since before I was born. And I don't know what he's going to try to say to them if he does wind up there. Maybe I should go back to the Palazzo to see if that's where he wound up.
No, I think you should stay here with Narco.
Alright. I could send Brutus.
Might be a bit better if we all go together.
Okay.
You should go rest. Marcus.
He kind of looks at Brutus and looks back at you, and he nods and he says, "Are you gonna be alright?"
Eventually.
He kind of nods a bit and he gives your shoulder kind of like a reassuring like touch before he goes off below deck.
Jade is completely tapped on everything except a level 1 spell slot. She cannot go track down Alistair by herself. But she's going to stand on the deck at the rail of the ship, look out over the city towards where the palazzo is. And she's going to try to reach out to talk to the void the same way she did in her room the other night when she was asking it for answers.
And what are you doing? How are you doing this, and what are you asking?
So I'm going to she's looking out over the water. She's looking out into the city. She's going to try to do the same sort of ritual she does when she's trying to reach out to Papa. But instead, this time she's going to reach out to the void. So every morning when the dawn comes and when she gets her magic back, it's always in this in-between space, in between here and where her power actually comes from. And now she has two sources of where her power comes from. She knows Papa can't help her right now because he can't be here. But the void has been everywhere and has been used by the cult to manipulate the cult of Moloch. So maybe it's seen Alistair, and maybe it's touched Alistair, and maybe it knows where Alistair could be. So she's just going to open herself up in that mental space where she goes when she's communing with the divine, and she's just going to try to reach out and say, hello? Can you hear me?
Give me a religion check.
Religion check. Oh, 24.
There is no answer to your calling out, but you get the sense that something is listening.
I know you said that that you would be there if I needed you. That you would answer when I called. Alistair got away. And I don't know where he went, and I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what to do to stop him. Can you help me?
There is no vocal response to your question. However, you feel an impulse to take hold of the pocket watch that you took from Lorenzo.
I reach into my bag and grab the pocket watch.
As you hold the pocket watch, you can feel the void magic within inside of it.
Oh.
As you touch it and as you focus on it, you are acutely aware of the location of the marble. And the thought occurs to you. Why leave it with someone who only wants to experiment with it? Someone who might not be able to tap into its full power. The marble should be yours. And with it, you could probably find whoever it is you're hunting.
So is this thought coming to me in the sense that, like, the marble should be mine because I deserve it, or I should take the marble because I can use it to find the people that I need to find?
Probably both.
So she's gonna hold on to the pocket watch and feels that. Then I guess those thoughts kind of come to her, and she just thinks back, and she says, well, I have to go see the professor soon. But if Alistair got away and he already gets home, I don't know that I can do anything to stop the damage he's going to do. Can the marble stop it?
Again, no verbal answer to that. But the desire to take possession of the marble intensifies slightly.
Okay. Okay. The professor will let me use it. He has to rest for a few days. It won't be very useful to him if he's resting. I'm gonna put the pocket watch back in my bag. And I'm gonna go down to rest with everyone else.
Okay.
And just wait for my turn to sit with the professor.
All right. Anyone else looking to do anything before you settle down for a rest? Going once, going twice. In that case, it comes down to about, call it 6 or 7 in the evening. It has been 8 hours. You were able to rest peacefully on the Corvus. You are all able to get a long rest.
Yay!
Ooh.
Not you. You still stay down.
Spells, abilities, hit points come back. Anyone with exhaustion can remove 1 level of it. However, any items or abilities that reset at dawn do not yet reset because we have not yet hit the next dawn. With that, we are approaching 11 o'clock. I know we have a few minutes left, and I've been kind of wrestling with this idea, but I think I've fallen on the side of level up.
Exciting! I like how we all just blew our mics.
Now, I will say this.
Can take it back. You already said it.
We are planning to take next week off, so I think this would be a good time also to decide whether or not we want to start integrating 2024 rules.
Are we taking next week off, or can we? Or are we still gonna play without Neville?
I had planned next week off.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we pick and choose?
You can mix and match, absolutely.
I like to mix and match.
I'm down for integrating 2024 spells. There's a lot of mechanic stuff for 2024 that I'm not the biggest fan of, so I would leave that up to DM discretion on like what rules and mechanics you want to implement. For the most part, like the stuff that like DM wise you would use, like new rules for grapple or how counterspell works or things like that. But like I'm all for utilizing if you think that's the best thing, but I know that with 2024 a lot of legacy character stuff is kind of not really online as well anymore. There's a lot of things the subgroups don't do and they don't interact well together, so I personally would like to keep Jade as 2013 version and just utilize any spells that might be available to us for 2024.
I mean, that's yeah. I don't see any problem with that.
Cool. I don't think my subclass is available in the new edition yet anyway, so
it's not in the new edition. So the only problem comes into when we try to integrate with D&D Beyond, because a lot of that programming still just isn't there. If we were just doing this with pen and paper, like
everything would be fine.
There'd be no problem, you know. It's just
right.
It's the digital integration with D&D Beyond that is kind of the most frustrating.
Right.
Sure.
So I mean, I would just leave that up to you as to like what rules and mechanics do you want to implement from 2024, or if you just want to move mechanically to 2024, but we're allowed to use, like, for player purposes, use certain other things.
Here is my opinion on all of the 2024 stuff.
Uh-huh.
I don't mind any of the class, spell, or item changes that I've seen. I think they're all fine. I also think that the 2014 and 2024 versions of all that stuff is fairly well balanced. The rules changes on the 2024 side tend to feel like a bit of a nerf to me. It feels like the number of things that I can do in a round are
Limited.
heavier, like are more limited now, which just isn't that fun for me. And maybe that's because I'm a caster. Maybe it's because of how some of the new rules work. I'm not exactly sure yet. I feel like I cannot do as much.
Just let me counterspell and cast a spell.
That's
Like,
not fair.
A leveled spell reaction as not part of the actual turn. That's the only thing that really bothers me about the new rules.
I thought that was a thing that you could always. Is that a homebrew thing we've just been doing?
No, that's been a thing that you could always do, but now in the 2024 version, you can only cast one leveled spell per turn.
Yeah.
Period. They got rid of.
Well, then how would counterspell work?
So
Right.
previously, you could cast as many leveled spell as you wanted. You could not cast a leveled spell as an action and a bonus action.
Right.
So if it was action and reaction, or action and action surge, or
Right.
then you could.
So how does counterspell work in the new one? Like, you can't have cast a spell at
You
all?
can't, so basically you can use counterspell as a reaction like you normally would. However, you can't use that reaction on your turn when you're also casting a spell.
Oh.
And you can't, like, silvery barbs someone's saving throw against your spell. So
Yeah,
let's
but
I
also,
cast a spell that forces a saving throw and they pass it, you can't silvery barbs it yourself.
also a big thing with the 2024 version that bugs me is the clarification on what takes an action.
Yes,
Whereas
I don't like
we've kind of played fast and loose with those rules so
Yeah,
far.
we did.
Those being concrete in the 2024 version
That's
kind of
fun.
make it slow things. It feels like it just slows things down for me.
Yeah, I don't like that I would have to use my perception check as my actual action.
I get that.
So if it were a vote, I would definitely vote to stay with the 2014 rules. But I don't think that any of the 2024 classes or spells or items are a problem at all.
I kind of agree with that. I like being able to use the 2024 classes, the items, the spells.
The monsters.
I still haven't looked at the damn monster manual for 2024 yet. Uh-oh!
Sorry.
Neville's here!
No!
Neville.
You got here
I never.
time for the level up.
Oh, what?
Also,
Level
level
up.
up. by the way.
Level up.
Level up and
Nobody died.
And we're
Level
talking.
up.
Nobody died.
But Alistair did escape.
Yeah.
Alistair did escape. But we did fuck up
Mad.
Linda really bad.
Oh,
That poor girl. I feel bad. I don't, but I do.
we
Uh,
fucked
We
her
the
up
children
so
were pretty
hard.
clocked her tea.
Neville,
did.
I did use your clock amulet charges.
Yeah, but we got a long
How
rest,
dare
so we're already good.
How dare you?
Yeah, charges.
Both of them.
It's worth
Okay.
it.
But yes, level up. Woo! We're just debating right now how to handle the level up. If we're going, what we're going to integrate from 2024 and what we're going to keep for 2014. Right now, majority consensus seems to be classes, features, items, spells for 2024 seem to be on everyone's good side. Rule-wise, we kind of like sticking with 2014.
I don't know shit about 2024, so I'm good with staying what we're doing now.
I would say
If anyone's going to get way better with the 2024 rules, it's going to be Yuki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The monk is just, you think dope monk shit is dope? Fucking. There's no fucking. Just fucking.
Fucking.
Just fucking. Just fuck.
Just fucking.
yeah,
Fucking.
just
Fucking fuck. So Allison, if you want this weekend, you and I, you can come over, we can sit down and we can make a version of Yuki for 2024. When we're talking about rules, we're talking about like the mechanics of how like things would be ruled when we're doing things like grapple or what would be an action for you in combat. But you can totally upgrade Yuki to like the 2024 version for more dope monk shit if that's what you want to do. So, but I'll leave it to Joe's discretion on that. I do like a lot of stuff from 2024, but I agree wholeheartedly with Ben and Mars that I don't like some of the more concrete rules they put into place that we tend to homebrew ourselves anyway, or kind of rule of cool it, as it were, already. That seemed like 2014 was a really much more lenient with.
I'll have to take a look at the closer mechanics, but yeah, there's some stuff that I like and a lot of stuff that I don't. But I will say for now, for terms of level up, that 2024 character options are all on the table.
Yay!
Including spells and
Good, because I just replaced all my spells.
and whatever items you have, you may also want to look into replacing those with the newer version if one exists, because a lot of them got an upgrade.
That's why I was asking about the wand thing, because I just looked it up, and I was looking at the 2024 as opposed to the 2014, and I was like, fuck, like 2024 seems like it has like more shit that I can do with it.
I'm sure it does.
I was like, oh, that's why I asked.
Honestly, options for Naruto, since there is not a new version of Artificer.
A little limited?
Yeah, and it's because I think I looked over this when it first happened, and I was like, oh, I could take the new version of Sharpshooter, but then I don't get to do my plus 10 to damage thing.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of like the whole point of it.
It's the point of the builds that Naruto went with, for sure.
Yes,
yeah. And then it's also like, okay, I can give up my race to get one of the new human races, but that would then I lose some of the free spellcasting and bonus dice I get. And then we already homebrewed giving a feat at first level anyway, so the new backgrounds I don't need to go for that, because I already got a free feat, and it's one that I would not have access to if I took the Oregon feats. Because I wanted my fighting style for +2 accuracy on ranged weapons.
Valid.
So I don't know that Naruto will change besides maybe using the new versions of spells and maybe the new versions of any of the items in her inventory.
Cool.
Yeah,
fair.
That's totally fine.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna be on the same boat of just kind of like updating some of my spells to 2024.
I've been playing with new cleric. New cleric is good. But yeah.
There's definitely some stuff, like I have a version of Jade for 2024, but I lose some other things from that I can't replicate, so I'll have to mess with it.
The only mechanic that I know of that I like as a DM is just the new rule on surprise. That's like the only thing that I know. I'm like, I kind of like that.
You mean you don't want us to slam your character so they never get a turn?
I would like to get a turn.
No. Tiny
Sorry, DM.
That was.
Are you making us feel bad?
I know.
You're also nearly unconscious. Oh, the professor's down to just 4 levels of exhaustion now. We're doing great.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Guys, we got
fucking
5 levels
great.
of exhaustion. All right, quick recap for Neville. We finished off the Arby went down. Timu Arby followed shortly after. Marcus completely destroyed the second set of Mousers with his loot, and which was pretty awesome. We didn't realize they were vulnerable to thunder, and he kind of decimated the entirety of them with 1 hit.
Nice.
That was pretty awesome. It was pretty hot. We all went, ooh, Marcus is kind of hot right now. Finished off the Invisible Spectre. We all decided, yeah, we could leave and try to lock Linda in here, who was the random cleric that was in here exuding void magic, or we could deal with her now and just all kind of form a circle around the spot we know she'll pop back into and just jump on her immediately. We chose option B. We jumped on her immediately.
Then.
She got off a reaction of a hellish rebuke, and that was all. She did, however, explode into a inky dark miasma when we destroyed her. Everyone had to make a con save, and charisma save. Anyone who failed it got a level of exhaustion and 1 level of corruption.
Hey, you have a level of corruption, Naruto.
I assume that Naruto would have immediately asked Ren to please cure her of that.
Yes.
So that was done.
So
okay,
so
done.
like Ren would have done that already. So
Although she also probably would have Flash of Genius that.
yeah. So like Naruto didn't have to take one, or if she took one, it immediately was removed.
I ran out of Flash of Genius, so
Yeah, we used those.
We didn't use any Flash of Genius.
Yeah, we did last game though.
We did last game.
Yeah.
We cashed those
Naruto
out.
basically ran dry of her Splash of Geniuses last time.
Yeah.
But
it's all marked on the spell sheet still.
Ren still had plenty of spell slots left, and his scythe, so you and Ren would have been removed of that corruption immediately.
Absolutely.
I think, unless anyone else asked for it, I actually don't think anyone else. Did anyone else fail?
I didn't.
You didn't. I did. Professor is immune, so Reverie, and I think Reverie made it.
I have a point of corruption if that's what we're still talking about.
You have 1.
Yes.
Okay, so Reverie failed, so Reverie is the only other one who would have required an adjustment.
Did she ask for help? No.
No, she did not.
Well, if Reverie would like help, just express to Ren, and Ren would have helped you.
Jade tossed the room.
Jade tossed the house.
Jade tossed the whole house, but Jade tossed the room. She found several very fun things. One of which was a notepad with the recipe for how to make the Black Lotus drug, and the spot where they pick them in Talam Tarim. So we have that location. Jade also went over the bodies and did not share with the group what she found on Lorenzo. So she has several interesting things that she has on her person right now. We did go up to the apprentice's room. We did not find anything from her there. No, there was no notebooks, no journals, no nothing. But we did find some boots of springing and striding, which Ren took. And they turned into horseshoes so that Ren can use them. So Ren now has stringing and striding. Amongst all of this, the professor, to help balance the tides during the battle, used the Marble's ability to basically give rebalance everyone's hit points so everyone had the same amount, which was wildly helpful. Thank you, Brutus and Marcus, for never getting hit.
Good job, Brutus.
But in doing so, gained 4 levels of exhaustion. And with the explosion of Linda, gained a 5th level of exhaustion. So Ren carried him on his back to the ship. As we got back to the ship, we noticed that there was purple smoke boiling off of the deck. Jade and Yuki immediately ran into the smoke, with Jade not needing to breathe and Yuki holding her breath. Professor dispersed the wind, but by the time Jade and Yuki got down into the hold, they noticed that Alistair was gone. So Alistair has completely disappeared. The door was still locked. There are nothing open that we could find. The goblin said that this goblin said they were watching him, and the smoke started coming out of the floor. And they ran off to leave because the door was locked, so they thought he was fine in there, and he dipped.
That sounds the opposite of fine.
Yeah. The party was informed of this. At this point, no one is able to do anything. So the consensus was to just rest for while we can, and we will deal with the Alistair problem on a later date. He doesn't seem to be a very big threat right now because the cult of Moloch was just being used by the Void cult anyway. Everyone went down to rest. Jade cornered Marcus before he could go anywhere, asking him where he thought Alistair would go and if he would go home. And if he went home, would his parents believe any story he told? Marcus said very likely. He would try to paint himself in a very different light, and they would likely believe him if he did go home. He offered to go back to the Palazzo to try and get there. Jade does not trust Alistair with Marcus alone and didn't want to put him in danger, so sent him down to sleep with Narco. So sent him down to hang out with Narco, and then when Jade was alone on the deck, reached out to the Void to see if it could help her. Of which it told her to take the pocket watch she found on Lorenzo. And now she feels like she needs to go hang out with Professor even more than she did before.
And steal the marble.
That ended. She's not going to steal it. She's going to borrow it.
Oh,
She's going to borrow it. Professor will definitely let her borrow it. He's on bed rest for a few days, so there's no reason she can't borrow it.
Except that it's attuned to him.
It doesn't have to be.
Right. Well, on that cheerful note, Stoddard has to go. She's got to go take care of some stuff. You guys have a good night.
Good night.
Hey!
Bye,
All right.
peeps.
I am
And then we
absolutely
got to level up.
exhausted.
Woo!
So I'm gonna go as well because I slept like fucking garbage last night. I'm exhausted.
Okay.
But yes. But I definitely want to nominate Jade for all of the everything with the between the fight and the marble and the all of that, and then Professor for taking 4 levels of exhaustion and most likely
definitely-
saving all of our asses in that fight because I probably would not have lived had he not done that. So
My nomination definitely heads the Professor for tonight for everything
Same.
that Professor did, because that was badass. For what he was able to do. Also, not for nothing, very fun moment. As soon as the space was clear enough, Reverie immediately cast Fireball. It was great.
yes,
It was
true.
great.
All right, guys, I'm going to bed. I love you so
Good
much.
night,
I'll talk
honey.
to you
We love
tomorrow.
you.
Good night.
Good night.
Joe,
Yes.
how do you feel about critical role feats?
He feels sexy about it.
Specifically, one that gives me access to a 4th attunement slot.
It's the best one.
Which one is this?
It is Mystic Conflux.
Oh, I don't think I get that one.
It lets me have a 4th attunement slot, and I can cast the identify spell once without a spell slot or material component between.
Oh, I
one.
do
that's
have
nice.
Mystic Conflux.
Joe, I believe the word you're looking for is, yeah, all third parties fine.
Say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes.
Yes, yes.
Critical Role content's good.
Woo!
Cool.
I didn't even see this one. I want this one.
My subclass is not available in the 2024 Wizards.
The Chronomancy, right?
Yeah.
Can you not? You should still be able to take it though. If you
Nope, it's not even in the list.
Nope. If you choose the 2024 version of any of the classes, it will only allow you to use the ones that are available through D&D Beyond listed as 2024 versions.
Yeah. Like Twilight Cleric isn't, at least the last time I checked, wasn't